What you think? Think it's a nice day outside? I think it's a very nice day outside. 67, sunny, blue skies. Boys and girls, it's fishing weather. I haven't fished my little pond in, I don't know, months and months. This is 10th of February, I believe, 2021. I don't think I fished it 5 times in 2020. We let other people fish it quite a bit, and they had some success. Nothing big was caught that I know of out there. A lot of little dinks, crappie and brim. But this is one of the first nice days I've seen in a long time. We've had a couple decents, but this is the best. It's almost like, it feels like spring. And a buddy of mine gave me this little trolling motor I'm gonna try out. Got a battery over here charging in the shop. Bought me a new battery over at the Wally World, and it's been sitting around for a little while, so I'm just topping up the charge on it. It had 12.5 volts on it. I haven't fished in a long time, but I love to fish. I've been fishing my whole life. I'm not a pro, but I love to do it. And I've been studying the art of fishing for many years, but definitely no pro. I don't know. All my rods are just laying over here. I don't even know what I've got. They're just covered in dust. Been sitting in the shop. Just standard stuff. I don't have anything super fancy. Couple of, cheapo Walmart Lures. I mean, they're not bad reels. They're just fine. I've been pitching a lot of worms and jigs and stuff in there. With not a whole lot of success. I've caught some bass on some worms. A friend of mine let me borrow a swim bait when I first moved in here. It's about 2 years ago. I had a day just like this in February of 19, I believe it was. And I caught the biggest bass I've ever caught in my life. It was about an 8-pounder. I did not have a scale with me. You can find it on my Instagram. It's not on the Hot Rod Dave. It's on David Andrew Nelms, or David A. Nelms, or something like that Instagram page. Biggest bass I've ever caught. To some of you, it's nothing. To some of you, it's a monster. To me, it's a monster. It was about 8 pounds, something like that. I caught it on a little, I think it was a BRZ swim bait. And I've thrown a few more swim baits out here after that and not had any luck. I've lost a few swim baits out here. Casted a few off, broke a few off, snagged a few on the bottom. We have a local bait builder, lives, I don't know him personally, but Mike Bucca Baits. He lives, his shop's not far from here, like 20 minutes or something. He produces baits. And, excuse my mess, I was in Dick's the other day, and I saw some of his little 375s on the shelf. I said, dang, a local boy and made it into Dick's making baits. I thought it was pretty cool. That same friend of mine that let me borrow that little, I think it's called a BRZ. He is a big fan of the Bucca baits and throws some of his Bull Shads and stuff. I just have never broke down and bought, a $50, $60, $100 bait. Like buy packs of bait for like $5. Plastic worms and lizards, and I think the most I've ever spent on a bait is $15, and that may be that. Bailey's saying hello again. Bull Shad, mini Bull Shad. 375 slow sink. Got two different colors. That one's got a little gold back on it. We'll walk down here and I'll show you my pond. Come on, Bailey. Let's take you off. Bailey's off the dogs, off the chain. We're gonna walk down here while the battery's charging. And Bailey's not too fond of these geese, so there's no telling what she'll do here. I would imagine she's gonna get wet. What you gonna do with them geese, Bailey dog? She gone. I'm real surprised she didn't go in the water. I'm not real fond of these geese either. They crap all in my yard. Yeah, you got you a stick. I know you like the sticks, don't you? That dog will swim all day. If you got a pond, you need you a lab, man. These dogs are awesome. That's an interesting noise. I don't know if I've heard that before. What you gonna go after, Bailey? That wasn't much of a jump, dog. That wasn't much of a jump. She does muddy up the water though, boy. Whew. You can't have her down here while you're fishing. You'll be having a bad day. That's one reason I haven't fished much down here, is because every time I come down, the dog stirs everything up. So the water's fairly clear. We've had some rain on and off the last couple weeks. Freezing rains and light snows. And this is my little cheapo boat that the same buddy Mo that let me borrow that swim bait gave me this when I moved in as a housewarming. So I don't have a boat, so usually keep fish food in that box, but I haven't bought any in a while. No, Bailey. So we're gonna put that trolling motor. Mo also let me have that trolling motor. We're gonna put that trolling motor right there and see. I've always just paddled. I got this cheap double kayak paddle. It's been just fine. I have no problem paddling around this little pond. It's only a couple acres, 3 acres maybe. There is some bass in here. There's some crappie. There are brim. I've caught a million dinks right off here, just standing right here on the bank this time of year. March, February, March, April, you can wear out the little ones. Started painting some of my own crankbaits a couple years ago. I haven't done a whole lot. I'm still learning to airbrush. Go get it. Go get it. Don't let me down, Bailey. Go get it. Go get it. Bailey, go get it. What, are you scared of them geese? Go get that dang thing. Go get that. Go get your bumper. Go get your bumper. Hey, go get that bumper. I don't want the stick. Go get that bumper. You better go get that bumper. You're on camera, dog. Go get that bumper. Go get that bumper. Bailey, go get the bumper. Sometimes this dog explodes into the water. Sometimes she tiptoes in like she's not sure if she wants to do anything for you today. She usually blows up though and goes in. I don't know what her deal is. I figure as warm as it is, she would be all about it. Especially these geese out here. I don't know. Maybe with there being so many, she didn't know what to do with them. Anyway, I don't know what this little boat's called. Just a little fiberglass boat. It's a little bathtub. It's got a couple pieces of styrofoam in the front, a couple in the back. I thought about building a deck on it, but it's pretty narrow. I don't know how tippy it would be if you're standing up on top of it. You can mount your little outboard on it. It's got a good little transom plate, motor plate, whatever you call it. I don't know. You scoop the leaves and sticks out of it. It's about all you need in this little pond, though. I mean, you really don't need anything fancy. Sometimes you get in trouble in these, I don't even know what this stuff's called that's growing in here. These little trees, little hangovers, you start drifting off into that. You're casting and the wind starts blowing and it'll shove you right into that stuff. And when you're paddling by yourself out here and trying to cast, or you're hung up, especially if you're hung up. Thank you, Bailey. Now she wants to play tug of war. I'm a tug of war dog. I'm a tug of war dog. Yes, I am. I'm a tug of war dog. See, I will fetch, but I will not give it back to you. So you got to have something else. You want her to drop that, you got to pick up something else. A stick. Go get that stick. She sees somebody over there about to pressure wash their house. All right. Well, since the weather's so nice, well, finally decides to ease on in. Little river dog. Little duck dog. She gonna roll. No, maybe not. Gotta get hyped up, belly dog. You gotta get hyped up. You want that stick? You want the big one? There she goes. Getting a little excited now. All right. Good girl. Good girl. Getting hyped up. Here. You got poop or something? Not real interested in this stick. You want to poop? You are lazy today. Go get it. Why are you being so lazy, dog? She'll eventually go get it. She's only left that bumper out there once. Well, not that one. First one she had. I think I just wore her out. She got tired, got bored, and said, "No, not getting it today." I had to paddle way over there in the corner. And there's a big beaver dam on the other side over there. And it's kind of like two ponds. There's another one on the other side of the little tree line where the beavers have kind of dammed off an area, and it gets a little stagnant over there sometimes. This pond's spring fed from that side. There's a dam over there, and it cleans itself off. So if it gets a little funkier once in a while, give it a day or two, she's back to normal. Never goes low. I've never seen it. I've been here 2.5 years. I've never seen the water level any lower than that. She gets about 15 feet deep. May get 20-30 foot in some spots. Averages, I think, about 5-6 feet, but there's some holes, and one of them's about 20 feet off the bank right here. You walk out about 10 yards. It's probably about 10 yards, and it goes down. So that's why the fishing's so good right there sometimes. They'll sit there on the hill. All right, we're gonna get prepared and get this battery charged up. Get some rods cleaned up, some reels. Probably start out throwing these Buccas. Or I'll throw a Bucca, maybe something else, worm or jig. I hadn't had much luck throwing these jigs out here. There's some structure, some blowdowns, which you'll see. But I don't have any electronics, so I don't know what the bottom looks like really in all the places. The only reason I know depths is I've shoved that kayak paddle down checking depths. I could probably do it with a string and a weight. I haven't tried that, but I probably could. Oh, Bailey's pooping. All right, we got our trolling motor and our battery down here on the little boat. Huh? Well, I can put it on the front or the back, but I sit in the front usually, so. I need to put a block of wood right here. It's got a block of wood on the outside, but should be okay. All right, and we're off. Mounted the little trolling motor, which doesn't have a very user-friendly mechanism for raising and lowering it. Well, she's got a little power to her. She's not clicked in, so I gotta hold it. Doesn't turn very good. Got my little baby Bull Shad, or whatever you want to call this thing. I just put it on a little spinner rod and reel set up. Little. I didn't want to put it on the bait caster. I didn't want to take my bait off that I already had on there. Got a jig, and let's just see how this thing does. See, the beavers have been at it, dropping trees over the winter. I haven't been out here in quite a while. And she's not swimming. First cast was a dud. Huh. It swims. I guess it's on how you cast it. There's a deer or a kid in the woods. Well, I don't know which. She swims. Oh yeah, one just jumped out there. That's exactly where I caught that big one too. Where that, I don't know if you saw that splash over there in that corner. It's exactly where I caught that 8-pounder. And she's still here too. I threw her back 2 years ago, and no one's caught her since, including myself. I've tried. Don't get me wrong, I've tried. This pond is difficult to fish. Sometimes you'll wear them out for 30-40 minutes. Sometimes you won't catch anything for days. There's a blowdown in the water right there, unless the beavers have moved it. Coming from the bank going in. So I'm trying not to get hung up in the top of those limbs. Well, swim bait's got good action. I have not fished with many of these. This is only like 6-pound test on this little spinning reel, so if I do hit Big Mama over there, she does decide to pounce, it may break off. I hope not. I haven't seen anything chase it yet. The fish are here. They're definitely here. Used to be a nice blowdown right there where that basketball's at. Used to catch quite a few fish right there too. They just built that house and I think they pulled it out. And hung up for the 37th time. Oh. I guess my strategy here is to go into an area that I think is going to hold fish and bang my trolling motor and my lure off of everything. £32 truss, little hand-me-down trolling motors gets her done, man. That bank's got a steep drop in too. I've caught multiple bass off that bank. I got some garbage. That was a new blowover too. Side of the pond tends to hold a lot of junk in the water. Ducks are every dang where. Nah. This little area right here holds a lot of bass and brim. I don't know if they'll hit this 3.75 Bull Shad though. Usually got to throw little things in there like little rooster tails and little tiny rapalas. And this is a little bait pond. Every time, I've never caught anything. Well, I hooked one. Well, let me take that back. I've only caught that one largemouth on a swim bait in here. Everything else has been on small baits. Spinners don't seem to work in here. I've had a couple on a spinner, but wind just blew me halfway across the pond. I don't think she's swimming. No, she's sideways. Man, we got a lot of limbs in this water. We've had a lot of beaver action and a lot of storm damage. Getting hung up everywhere I go. It's kind of nice having this trolling motor though. She's no fancy foot operated deal, but maybe all these limbs will hold some fish. I think I'm not going to catch them on the swim bait with these trebles. I'm real surprised I hadn't totally lost it yet, to be honest with you. Is that one? Yeah, I got a little one. Little dink nailed it. Let's winch her to the boat. Hey, little dinker. Nice. First one of 2021. Hey, little bull shad didn't let me down. Go get big. Yep, little largemouth bass. Let's see if I can pull another one out of that hole right there. Yeah. Yeah, wasn't big. Oh. It's got plenty of power for this boat. Huh? Are you gonna keep fishing? I wanna ride. Okay. I'm gonna work on the four-wheeler later tonight. You're not gonna be able to ride it much anyway. Got a tire that won't hold air. I don't even know if I want y'all on it. I know y'all are dying to ride it, and I've got the tires are on order. Everything's gonna come together. Just gotta have patience. Another one. Yeah. I think I got one, or am I hung up? Nah, maybe snagged on the bottom. Yeah, let me go get it untangled again. No, don't break off. There we go. Oh yeah, he's over there. Come on, hit that. Got him. Nah, got a log. Alright, let's see if I can get out of these trees. I know they're in there. know they're in there. Ah, shit, I think I missed one. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Some goofy shit going on here. The little guy's already up here in this shallow stuff. This ain't but about 2 foot deep. There you go. Whoa. It's a mess now. I hooked one dead center out here one day on a crankbait that I painted, and it may have been bigger than that 8-pounder. It jumped, shook. I cranked down on it, it came back up, jumped, shook again, spit that dang thing out. I tried and tried and tried. I casted and casted and casted, trying to get that bait back out to that fish, man. See if she'd go for round 2, but it's a no-go. Caleb caught about a 4.5-pounder right there where I casted. Maybe about 5 foot closer to me, just bobbing a worm off the bottom. He wasn't even paying attention when he was doing it. About yanked a rod and reel out of his hand. That was about a year ago. I may be swimming this thing too fast, I don't know. I think that was a snag. Really wish those kids would stop yelling while I'm trying to fish, but I guess I'm just glad they're out of the house and not playing the Xbox or PlayStation. So everything's hanging out right there. Well, battery cut off on me while I was fishing. I was out there for quite a while. I was out there for about an hour. Caught one little dink. As you can see, today the weather is quite different from yesterday. It's gloomy, it's rainy, it's getting colder again. Our little spring tease is over. That's all right. It'll be back, we know. So, caught that one little dink, and that was it. There's a lot of limbs in the pond that weren't there last time I fished it because of the storm. We had a tree blow in, the neighbor cut off a lot of the limbs off. I think a lot of that stuff has been floating around, and the beavers, we've been having beavers chewing on everything too. So that's gonna wrap up this little video. It's just a little pond tour, I guess. I had to get out and fish. The weather was too nice, so, and I wanted to try these new little baby bull shads. I just tried that one. I haven't tried the gold one yet. Yeah, caught one. It's better than none. That little dinky bass. That's about the average I catch out of that pond. I mean, there's a ton of those little guys in there, and there's some crappie and some bluegill, and there's a few largemouth that are sizable, and there's some big carp in there. I'm thinking about might need to try to remove a couple of those big carp. I think they're eating a lot too much grass. Last year it seemed like there was a lot of the grass didn't come back. It seemed to be pretty muddy bottom and not much grass growing. But anyway, we're gonna try to do some pond management down there, and some more little fishing videos down there, and on some other bodies of water too. So if you like fishing, that's one of my favorite pastimes, is fishing. So I'm no pro. I'm always trying to learn something new. So if you have any tips, hey, I'll listen. Leave them in the comments below. Give it a like, hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more content. I got plenty of it, and plenty of it more to come. All right, thanks for hanging out. Check you later. See you.